Hello, YouTube fans, here again. And I figure if it was me on a marathon, why not this one? I could say it's an horror movie, I could say it's a story for adults. That being Company of Wolves. Say it again, Company of Wolves. Not the big success, let's say, of American Werewolf in London, after the big success of the original The Howling, and the success of all other werewolf films, they decided to do this one in 1984. That being Company of Wolves. Kind of like this one actually. It's sort of like Little Red Riding Hood as an adult version of Little Red Riding Hood. And no, I'm not talking about fucking porn. So this is like a good one. We've got this great bit of music in it, and then you got like this sort of middle task, upper task sort of fam there. You got one girl who's a spoiled brat, and you got the younger one who basically wants to be like most young girls, a princess. And you got the late David Warner, may he rest, one of the damn good actors going, still is, as the father. So at first, she's lying in a bed, the younger sister, the old sister's talking shit at the door, and she falls asleep. And then for some reason, it goes to, let's say, the old sensory. You don't know what I mean by the old sensory, before the Victorian times, you know what I mean, the old houses in the woods, all that. And I like this one because it has that Duffy, that Hammer House feel to it. So it's a good one. So you've got what you think of the older sister now in like the olden times. You've got these wolves. But before you get a good bit of fun a bit, I could forget this. It's faster feet to do. You've got like it's has a teddy bear, it has a few little toy figures, and for some reason in the olden times, you've got this teddy bear, it jabs her, you've got this other Joe, it's time to attack her, and then see it's got these little rats fighting her, and then you've got the wolves, they come out, you don't see it, it's off steam, your idea they've attacked and then killed her. That's how most films, let's say American Werewolf in London or other werewolf films, also have that image of making the wolf big, bad and scary, which in real life, a wolf is just a wild dog. If you keep away from it, it's not going to hurt you. But it's a different era, different time. So the belly of the older sister, you got the idea she's been eaten by the wolves, even though you just see a body. And you got David Warner now in the olden times. But unlike where they got a Little Red Riding Hood, in this they just got a Rosa there. I thought it was funny, got a Rosa there. There's a bit of Missy Fisher Jan, a well known actress who's also no longer with us. And she's telling these stories. I don't know these are like cheapy stories. I don't know like the first story. Because it's to do with this woman and she meets this trafficking man. They get married and for some reason they're about to, and he gets up. She thinks he's going out to have a wee, which they call it throwing water. He's having a Jimmy Wiggle. And he disappears. So you've got the idea it's like a few years later, they assume he's got killed by a wolf. She's married, she's moved on. Then he comes back into it. He accuses her of being unfaithful, and ultimately says, "You know what? You're a whore. I should be a wolf," and something like that. And he rips his face off. He rips his other skin off. Good practical effects. How I fucking miss him. Really scary, nerving scene. He rips all of his face off. Face just stretches out. That reminds me of in American Werewolf in London. With David Tester's face stretches, but this was really more scary. His face like just stretches out. You think he's going to attack him. The husband comes in and cuts his fucking head off. That being the dad turning into the wolf. She makes a mistake saying, just like the day I married him, and she gets a slap. So I don't like that one. There's no well known actors in it here and there what make a test appearance. I do like one story in it where you've got this dad, he meets this person and he gives him this balsam and he takes it and for some reason you see it off steam, you got an idea it must have killed him. So I don't like that. That's not a good one. And then, you got like little stories on the way. There's one story where Rosalie tells where it's to do with this woman and these rich people, this rich, pompous person, after took a fancy and she's pregnant by him. And she turns them all into wolves, which think they use real wolves. Again, good practical effects. Our fucking missile. So, yeah, it's a good one, the Company of Wolves. I said Company, but yeah, the Company of Wolves. It's a good one. So she meets this guy. bit like a posh sort of die, and he makes his bet that he's going to get to Dan Ma's house before he got the idea he's a big bad wolf. He gets in, and this bit where it has me thinking, is it a dream or not? Because the Dan Ma attacks him, right, and he burns his hand, and in temper he hits her in the face, and he knocks her fucking head off. I'm not making it up, he knocks her head off. I know there's a bit with the tongue sticks out. Yeah, you can see it's a bit dated now, it's a rat's work dummy. But at that era, I thought it was pretty good practical effects. I'd choose that over shitty CGI any fucking day. So Rosalie comes in. The Tan Ma's already made this nice red jumper. Again, they got a little Red Riding Hood. They've got a Rosalie. She notices that Dan's been killed. She attacks him, shoots him. There's a bit of it goes over the top. He rips his shirt off. He's going, what seems to be fucking going on forever. You could go down and make a cup of tea. You could go down, make a cup of tea, have a beer, make a cup of fucking coffee, have a bit of fucking fun, and he's too been there for half an hour doing this. Like a fucking prick. But I do love the bit where he does eventually stop doing that, and his mouth opens up and the wolf comes out. Again, good practical effect. I haven't seen the making of it. Very good. And then she tells a story, and not as good as the other ones, but I sort of like it. It's a girl who's like a sea wolf. She gets wounded. She buries herself alive, and so on. But then you've got this bit where you've got the idea she's been turned into a wolf, and David Warner doesn't know, but the mother does. She's got like a chain, what she were. They both won off, and I assume it would have ended like that. In all fairness, I assume it would have ended like that because it's just the most stupidest fucking ending in movie history. Even today it winds me up because it's a good film, The Tuppence Hill Wolves. Good film, it's just the fucking ending what pisses me because you don't know whether she was dreaming all this, whether it's something what was going on in her past, whether it's with her ancestors, whatever. But then you've got this fucking most stupidest ending in movie history. You've got all these wolves running on a set house. You can tell it's a set house because the bit where the wolves are running up the stairs, you can see it fucking robbing him, which is one cock up in the film. And they jump for the wall. Rosalie rakes up, I think that's her name. She's streaming like a fucking idiot. You've got the idea the wolves have attacked her. It's off screen. You've got this fucking monologue. And then it's the end of the movie. I do admit I like the classical music, but what a shit of an ending. What a shit of an ending. It's like, well, was it all a dream? Was it an imagination? Was he going to get killed? Did you get killed? Anything else you thinking? Did the wolves kill her? She's streaming. Did the same fate happen to her? What happened to her sister? Was it an imagination? Was it a fucking nightmare? At that point, it's the ultimate mindfuck. But nevertheless, I do like the Tuppence Hill Wolves. It's an old sort of story. They don't make films like this anymore. At the time, if it was done today, it'd be shitty CGI. So that's one thing I will give the Tuppence Hill Wolves. It's a very good film. It's a very compliment film. You've got a lot of good actors in it. You've got a bit of good classical music. It's done on set, which is very rare to see nowadays. Everything's done on set. It's very good. It's very stylish. Apart from the stupid fucking ending, I don't mind the Tuppence Hill Wolves. I don't mind it. So for that, fuck it. 10-star rating for the practical effects. I like the fact that they have a lot of good training with the wolves. The ending ruins it, but the rest of it ain't bad. So to them people, be smart, be safe, I'll do some more horror movies and more things on the way. If you like what you see, let me know. Or leave a nice comment. But until then, see you later.